Welcome to Juforade, and I'm your host, Juforade, host of 808-Bit. You guys want to know where Mario gets all of his kick-ass acrobatics from? No, it was not Mario 64, it was Donkey Kong 94 on the Game Boy Color. This game was more or less a remake of the original arcade Donkey Kong that Shigeru Miyamoto originally based around Popeye. You got a big-ass ape taking away your girl, and then after that you gotta climb up all this construction just to get her back. So, plot's pretty simple, so let's play. First thing to know about freaking Donkey Kong, the only thing Mario can do is jump over barrels and use the freaking hammer to destroy them. Holy shit. But what can you do in this game? You can throw the freaking hammer up and catch it in the air and then finesse with it down the same lane. And simply with that, that's just enough to make this game different from the original Donkey Kong. But now you're thinking, what the heck can he do, besides actually just use the hammer? Well, this is what I'll tell you. Mario's a jump man. It's obvious that Mario can pull off a lot of feats by jumping, but those were in the games, you were just doing small stuff. But in this game, you doing some real stuff like backwards flips, somersaults to break your landing, and you're even freaking trying to take on Donkey Kong head on with the freaking hammer. Now, actually, that's just me. But apparently Nintendo thought Mario didn't have enough moves, so he can actually pick up freaking enemies in this game and throw them like in Mario 2. But that game kind of came out after the arcade game, so it makes sense. But besides that, he can actually begin to use the levers to change around the different stages. But now, let's scratch that. Let's jump beyond to the futuristic Nintendo already thinking of Mario Maker with these little game mechanics like building your own ladders and making your own bridges. What the heck? I love it. It's beautiful. This game was one of my personal favorites in my Game Boy Color collection. And clearly Nintendo was predicting its own future when it was giving Mario this type of moveset. You want to know who else got a better moveset too? Freaking Donkey Kong. Not only can he just toss Mario away and, throw the usual barrels at him. No, this guy can stomp down and summon all these pots and pans and whatnot. Why isn't this his final smash in Smash Bros? It beats banging on the bongos hoping that you're in rhythm so the freaking smash can hit somebody. Anyway, more about this game is that it starts off like a normal ass Donkey Kong game, but once you progress and get past the first 4 levels, you actually got to start collecting these keys so you could just go level by level to different Donkey Kong stages. Well, he's the boss, but that's what it feels like. It feels like the actual Donkey Kong Country games before they came out. Or was this right on time? Either way, this game predates Mario Sunshine and he's already swinging on poles and using that as a way of propelling himself upwards, where he doesn't even need to use FLUDD to do that. Being able to do these moves allows you to get the freaking, hat pieces and whatnot that fell off of Pauline. Yeah, that's not Peach, that's Pauline. But this game takes place in the 80s before any of this whole Donkey Kong Mario madness really even started. Cranky is the actual Donkey Kong in this game, so maybe all this should go to a moveset for Cranky? Oh, there you go, Nintendo. New freaking character for the next Smash Bros. Cranky Kong. And he could do pretty much everything Donkey Kong can do because we got little Donkey Kong Jr. still in the game somewhere. So you guys could either clone Donkey Kong and make him the original Donkey Kong and call that Cranky Kong, or you guys could just make Cranky do the same thing that Donkey Kong can do. You know what? Screw that. Just make Cranky Kong hit people with his stick. But I digress. Mario vs. Donkey Kong is a fun game. I don't even need to ask that as a question because, like I said, it was one of my personal favorite games that I had in my collection. Does that mean that I'm actually great at the game? Heck no, I can't even get past some of the jungle levels in freaking stage 2. And the sad thing is, I used to really love this game, and I used to be really good at these little bonus games if you collect all the little garments off of Pauline, and that's how you get extra lives. And having extra lives in this game and Mario vs. Donkey Kong is very crucial. But if you're a lover of nostalgic freaking Mario games like I am, then you'll love freaking Donkey Kong 94. Because it is on the 3DS Virtual Console, so you can get it without having to purchase the real thing, the physical copy. But most real game collectors don't do that shit. Oh shit, my battery's dying. Time to end this rant over freaking Mario with a remix, using his jump sounds and Donkey Kong's donkey ass. Let's bang!